Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk about the feeling of stuck. Do you ever feel that you're stuck in your current situation or experience or condition you're going through? Do you ever feel stuck about your health? Maybe there has been a health condition you have been challenged with, whether it's about physical health or mental health. Maybe it is about your weight. You have always stuck with this weight that you want to lose, but it seems like it doesn't matter what you do, you just cannot get rid of it. You can try start eating healthy, start exercising. It's just you're stuck. What about your career? Maybe you feel like you're being trapped in this career, in this job that really does not serve you, whatever it is, and you try different ways to look for something else, but you're not successful. You just feel stuck in there. And what about your relationship? Maybe you're somebody would really love to have somebody accompany in your life, but you feel like you have tried so many different ways, you haven't found that solution, that person. Maybe for your relationship, you have lost that initial feeling of feeling excited and connected, and you feel like your relationship has been on autopilot a little bit. Maybe it's your finances. Maybe you have been working really hard to have that financial freedom, and maybe you have your own business and you feel like it should be expanding, it should be exploding, but you haven't experienced that yet. Or maybe it's your time. You feel you are being trapped with the things you're doing right now, and you have no time for the things that brings you joy, for the things you would love to do more. For example, spending time with your family or spending time doing things that brings you so much joy. However, from the outside, maybe those are the things that people say it's not serving your business, it's not serving your career. Do you ever feel that? The first step we all need to do in terms of transforming our life is to have the awareness. So notice what you're noticing, really know what's going on in your life, really have that conversation with yourself and do that inventory, do that scan through yourself, your own life. Just to say, okay, I've been feeling this feeling of stuck, of being stuck. What's really going on in my life? Our life is a whole picture. We divide it into four main areas when we are doing the analysis, if you would. So it is our health and well-being, our love and relationships, any relationships that matters to you, our vocation, what we do with our talent and with our time. And the last one is our time and money freedom. When you look at those four areas, which areas do you feel like you're being stuck in it? And then you have possibly you have tried really hard to find a solution to unstuck, but you haven't been successful. Here is how life works. Our thoughts, our subconscious belief system determines the result we're experiencing in our life. So how does that work? Our thought is going to generate a feeling. That feeling is going to lead into an action, and those actions are creating the result we're experiencing in our life for every single area. So if you have been feeling stuck or you have been feeling like you're struggling in certain area, there's always an associated subconscious belief system that's contributing to that result in your life. When we feel stuck with our life, it is because there's a part of our subconscious belief system really is holding us hostage. That's why we cannot change, regardless of what you have done, what you have tried. Until you address that underlying belief system, nothing long-lasting is going to happen. So in order for us to create that long-lasting, real change in our lives, we need to address those subconscious belief system. What is it that's holding you there? What it is that does not allow you to expand? To have a real change in our life, we need to look at what is really going on in our subconscious belief system. We need to understand how that's impacting our life. So to change our life, to actually unstuck from the result you're experiencing right now that you want to change. You want to make an improvement. You want to make progress. Step number one is to determine what you actually want for your life in that particular area. Define it, give it all the details that's going to create that crystal clear picture. And step number two is to find out what is the real reason. What is that subconscious belief system? What part about it that is actually holding you there and not allowing you to expand? What is the real reason? And step number three is to decide to change, decide to actually expand from your current situation, decide to do something different, to create a result that is different than what you have been experiencing in the past. At this point, I want to share some examples from my coaching experience of my clients and myself of the feeling of being stuck and how to get them unstuck. I have one client and she has been building her own business, and she has really tried hard in it. She has worked in it. She has worked consistent in it, but she just felt that she is stuck with the business she's building and it wouldn't expand. So that's when we start working together. As we are working together, we realize part of her subconscious belief system is that she did not feel like she deserves success. She does not feel like she deserves that recognition and that expansion of money flowing into her life, of that all the goodness that's coming with the building a successful business. That was really the true reason that's holding her there. That does not matter how hard she tried, and she didn't see a result. Once we realize that, once we start repatterning her belief system, that's when she starts to see massive growth in her business. So for her underlying belief system that's really holding her to keep her stuck is because of her undeservingness, that sense of undeservingness. And I have another client, and she has suffered anxiety for years and years in her life. And she was on medication for panic attacks because she was having them so often throughout her day. When we started working together, very quickly we identified that the pattern that she was experiencing is coming from actually her parents. And as a little girl, she was witnessing a lot of those patterns that's in her mom, actually. So it's almost like a learned pattern that she picked up at a very, very young age. That's why she was really living this life without even realizing what is the real reason, that subconscious belief system in her that is giving her those anxiety and giving her those panic attacks. And once she realized it, as little as after one session, she started to coaching with me, she started to see drastic improvement in her life. When we realized what is her underlying, her subconscious belief system that is leading into those panic attacks, leading into those anxiety experience, literally after a couple sessions of coaching with me, she was able to truly see a massive shift in her life. The experience of her to have panic attacks has dropped drastically and within a very short period of time. So that is what's possible. For myself, in my own life, for a really long time, I have always been dealing with procrastination. I don't know if you can relate. I know what I love to do. I totally believe that it is possible for me to build massive success in my life. However, there were always times I just got stuck in actually taking action. Can you relate? For me, the underlining the subconscious belief system is that I did not make the actual decision to create the success that I would love to have in my life. Once I made that decision, right away I start to seeing myself not really have to struggle to take actions. And I started taking those massive actions, and I really, really enjoyed doing the do's. And in the midst of creating that success, and I start to see results right away. So the reason I share all of those examples with you is that this is truly how it works in life. When we understand the relationship with our subconscious belief system and the results showing in our life, then we know what to work with. We start with awareness, and then we make that decision. And then we design this beautiful, amazing life we would love to have. And then we move forward. So if you ever feel stuck in any areas of your life, knowing that there is a solution for it. Now here's to your dream. This is Lin Yuan-Su, your transformational life coach, and I will see you at next video. Bye now.